In tennis, you either win a lot or you play with style. Few players combined both, and one did it to perfection. His name?
Federer. Federer?
Not so many R's.
He was graceful, he was creative, he was humble.
I would pick the right shot at the right time, like for instance, on the match point I decide to hit a drop shot, you gotta be crazy to do that, but...
He got better. Roger Federer combined style and victory rate to a point that he became to tennis commentators what YouPorn is to horny male teenagers.
Baby.
For many, he represents the quintessential tennis player, not just because of his style, but because he pushed tennis to new levels. Would there be a Rafa without a Roger, a Novak without a Roger? Would tennis still exist without Roger? So what made Roger Federer so special? You're about to find out thanks to Roger Federer in 7 words.
Beautiful.
Watching Federer play would reconcile any manly man with their inner ballerina. You know what Muhammad Ali used to say?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. 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 Float like a, 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 sting like a.
Anybody with a tiny weeny twinge of taste would like to play like it.
Oh, it's exquisite feel.
The problem is, nobody can. Actually, nobody who really wants to win a slam should even try to play like Federer. You know who you should copy if you want to win a slam? This guy. More lethal, more effective, more complete. But well, how to put it? Okay, if you want to make money, you statistically have more chances to achieve it by being a trader than a painter. Now that's not particularly appealing to a kid. Show Wall Street or Wall Street Money Never Sleeps or The Wolf of Wall Street or any movie about Wall Street to a kid, and if they still want to be a trader, they're fucking psycho. Of course kids would rather be painters. Because they're stupid. Go buy a PlayStation 5 with a painter's salary. Anyway, somehow this is related to Federer, his creative style and his victory rate. In terms of effectiveness, Djokovic is the one your parents want you to marry, but Federer is the one everybody wants to sleep with. So long story short, Federer was a freak, an anomaly. Only him could win that much with that style. So when a player is that appealing, everybody wants him to be the one, even those who are supposed to be non-biased. And this is why in many Federer matches, not just the public, but the journalists and the commentators were not even hiding their obvious preference for Roger, sometimes to an embarrassing level.
And Roger Federer has double match point. Someday the little twins will grow up to hear about matches like this.
That was good.
Good. No kidding. That was objectively fucking insane. This is nothing new, by the way. Look at Alcaraz and Sinner. The only people who think that Sinner is more exciting than Alcaraz are either Italians or carrot producers, which represent a total of about 1% of the world population. From 2004 to 2007, tennis was extremely predictable. When Federer entered a tournament, there would be about 93% chances he would win it. 93%! For 4 years in a row. Some African dictators scored lower than that. In Switzerland, water is flat, food is spiceless, and no one judges where your money comes from.
So
Federer is the picture boy for Switzerland. He's like Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. He sticks his neck out for nobody.
I stick my neck out for nobody.
No one knows what he thinks of women's equal pays, COVID, Saudi Arabia, or Elon Musk's call from the heart. His biggest political stance so far was in this commercial.
Hey Roger, if you could bring one thing to a lonely island, what would it be?
Just like Trevor Noah, Roger is Swiss and South African.
I'm half Swiss, half South African. He's half Swiss, half South African.
So for the record, South Africa's got more male slams than Germany, Italy and France put together. Roger's tennis looked effortless.
People would say my play was effortless.
Federer's made that look ridiculously easy. Stop it.
But he didn't like hearing this.
But it used to frustrate me.
Right, so if you hear a guy at work say that his main problem is being effortless, let's be real. This guy is an asshole. Lazy, late at work, lack of empathy, eats all the apples in the fruit basket, always forget to put Boris and Sissy, etc. These are real problems. Effortless isn't. Remember your 20s? You hit the gym 3 times a week, you put on your Ralph Lauren shirt, you buy some expensive perfume with Johnny Depp's face on it, practice dancing moves in your room. And then this guy comes with a smelly t-shirt and he says things like, "Hey." And all the girls go, that's Roger Federer. That's his main issue, that he looks freaking effortless. So now you're gonna tell me he had to work very hard.
I had to work very hard.
Give me a break. Brazilian athletes are universally known for being world-class weepers, but Roger is ultra-competitive, and he beat them all. He cries when he's sad, he cries when he's happy, he cries when he's in a mixture of sad and happy, he cries with long hair, he cries with short hair, he cries in interviews, he makes other people cry. And at the same time, he's the worst person ever to have with you during an interview.
To Switzerland and play an exhibition match for your foundation.
Usted es un hombre record.
Do you...
No, it's okay. I can keep going even if you're smiling.
Okay. Don't worry.
Usted es un hombre.
Play an exhibition.
I can't believe he's closing his eyes. This is hilarious. I've never asked someone a question when they're closing their eyes.
Roger, in a nutshell, was all of this and so much more. He was a tennis god who in many ways is very human. To the future generations, he might be no more than a name and a backhand, but to all of those who've seen him play, he'll always be